No. Ugh, I wish the Lord would take me. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be continuing the A to Z challenge, the challenge where we play every nation in EU4 and 1444 with unique national ideas in alphabetical order. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, after almost exactly 1 year, we're back in Australia as the nation of Palau. Palau is a nation that starts off located in Tasmania right here. Obviously, we're Alcharinga with an unknown ruler right here, and Palauan ideas, I'm told, are pretty good for militarily focused playthroughs, so let's check them out right now. We start off with minus 10% stab cost and plus 10% morale of armies, which is actually pretty good. Finishing off with plus 1 monarch mill skill, a very rare one, but a pretty good one right here. Then we have plus 10% production efficiency, plus 1 government thingy, plus 20% shock damage. Actually, that's really good. Minus 15% aggressive expansion impact, once again, really good. Minus 10% tech discount, plus 10% land fire damage and shock damage too, what the frick? And plus 25% manpower recovery speed. So Palau ideas actually really good right here, man. I'm digging those quite a lot. Obviously, you guys know by now, man, how gameplay in Australia with all of these native nations goes. You know, the first 50 or 60 years are going to be a total slog, doing literally nothing until we get through all of the government reforms. Then we reform into a horde. Then we reform into a monarchy. Then, you know, we start eating up the rest of the provinces that we haven't eaten up. So the first 50 or 60 years are really annoying and boring as any of these nations. But it just is what it is. But what do we do as Palau? Well, obviously, you guys, the viewers, the so-called fans, have colluded against me and have decided, you know, hey, one of us is just gonna leave the absolute most insane comment on the latest A to Z video, and all of us are just gonna like it, and then, you know, Hawk is gonna have to do it, and that's exactly the type of pressure that I'm in right now, boys, because the most upvoted, the most liked comment on the Platinum video at the time of recording has more than 750 likes, and this is what you guys want me to do. As Palau, become the best pal. Get 10 allies to 100 trust, get 8 Diplorep, accept all call to arms, and defeat a great power using only allies and mercs. 4 very annoying goals that I have to do. I wish the Lord would take me. So let's jump in as Palau and do all of that. Alright, here we are as Palau, and you know, taking a look at these goals, man, I'm gonna count this as, you know, 5 different goals. Get 10 allies, get them to 100 trust, 8 Diplorep, accept all call to arms, and defeat a great power using only allies and mercs. Now, I think we're gonna do all of that after we take over all of Australia, man, and start expanding elsewhere, you know, because allying these guys, it really doesn't matter since we're gonna eat them up either way. Getting them to 100 trust, you know, that's sort of something that we have to do by currying favors and stuff like that. So that one right there is a pretty annoying goal that we're gonna do after we conquer all of Australia. 8 Diplorep, man, should be doable with ideas and stuff like that, I guess. Right now we have 1. We just need 7 more, so I don't think it should be too much of a problem. Accepting all call to arms, that's why I'm not gonna ally any of these guys. We're gonna do that later. And then defeating a great power with allies and mercs. I don't know which of these guys we're gonna get to fight, man. Hopefully it's gonna be someone in India or over in Asia, so I don't have to engage with any of the European guys. But that's pretty much it, man. Those are the 8 goals. We're pretty much gonna start doing them after we take care of all of Australia. So the first 50 or 60 years are just the setup. So here we are, man. Starting off with Chief Adani Arulin right here. 336, actually pretty good, except he's malevolent, but not really too relevant. And you know, these are the government reforms, man. We gotta go oral tradition here for the reform progress growth. Then we gotta do seasonal travel for a cheaper migration. Then, since no one is gonna border us, we can't take this, so we gotta go with one of these. And then finally, we need Miltech 6 to you know, reform into a horde or whatever, so we can actually colonize all of the settled land. You'll see how it works if you haven't played a native nation by now. But yeah, no estate stuff, no nothing like that. We don't have estates. We are Alcharinga, of course. We can do a federation, but we won't. So yeah, let me just unpause the game and sit at speed 5 for 60 years. Maybe I can eat or watch videos or something like that in the meantime. Right, we do have cults as Alcharinga. No Diplorep from here or anything like that, but I am gonna go with the tech discount. Why not? We already have 10% from here. Let's use that 5% from now. We do actually need to tech up, even though it's gonna be like insanely expensive all the time. We're gonna be using like thousands of points on teching up. But yeah, let's go with this. Now, a pretty important way of playing these nations is, you know, you chill here, get like 20 devastation, and then migrate. And that you do it by clicking this button. And then after you've migrated, granted, you can also like what you call it, like claim that land for yourself, or what was it called. So even though when we move here, this province where we start off will technically also be our province, even though we won't really be there. And then we'll just do that, you know, to a bunch of provinces right here. All of those will technically be our land, and then once we reform into a horde, they will actually become our land. So, you know, by the time we reform into a horde, I'm thinking we can get about half of Australia to become ours, and then, you know, with expansion or something like that, we'll do the rest of them. But regarding ideas, man, I'm thinking we do expansion, Merc, Diplo, honestly, you know, expansion to settle the land and, you know, move closer to any great powers that we might fight. Merc ideas, obviously, since for that one goal we can't have an actual army, we need mercenaries. And then Diplo, obviously, for the Diplo stuff. We might even pick up influence too. We'll be playing till like the 1600s almost, I think. We do actually have some semi-unique missions right here, but none of them are really relevant to our gameplay, at least not for now. Hey, Al-Charinga actually gives us Diplo. That's really nice. Another important aspect of this is building these native buildings or whatnot, especially the, where are they? So yeah, the monthly reform progress from buildings one, and then it was this one. Oh, sweat launch. We're gonna use that. We're gonna lose this one though. Then we also need this one, advisor discount and monthly reform progress from buildings. Yeah, so those are the most important ones. We really want to stack reform progress growth modifiers for this game right here, so we can get to this actually this right here as fast as possible. You know, my chief changed, but that's not really relevant. Might as well go with something else since I'm not using the tech, man. Yeah, construction cost, for example. But yeah, if we could get that ruler with the reform progress growth trait, I think there is a trait like that. That would be excellent. So we've gotten to like 20 devastation, which is around the time I want to migrate. You know, you could do it sooner or later. It really doesn't matter. But it is time for me to move. We're just going to click this button. And there we go. For 50 mil points, we've moved there. And now what? How do you actually add that to your how do you actually make it your tribal land, man? Or maybe it's already my tribal land. How can you tell? Yeah, oh, these are already my tribal land. Okay, so that's why we can't settle them. But we still can't move out of here because these guys are in the way, right? So once these guys move like here or here or here, that's when we're gonna move to well, to mainland Australia. But yeah, now that we got a 90 ducats, we can build the first building, which is gonna be the what you call it? Why are these so much more expensive? So we need this one first. The monthly reform progress growth from buildings in the province governing cost one, I guess. Did they change these? I swear they were different, man. Yeah, I was an idiot. I can't believe I didn't check these, that they are already our, you know, tribal land or whatever. Yeah. So we need to have Palawa on a bunch of these provinces right here, you know? Yeah, so now we are getting a little more monthly reform progress growth. Yeah, 0.6 every month instead of 0.5. This will increase it by 25%, and then we got that other building, which will increase it even more. So yeah, that's pretty good. These, the tier 1s, don't really matter too much, I guess. Yeah, none of these give us reform progress growth. So there you go. You can see Wurundjeri right here moved, which means we could move over here and then start, you know, doing these provinces over here, adding them to our tribal land. So do I do that now? That's 50 mil points for there and 50 more for here. I'm actually gonna wait a bit till devastation goes down over here, so you know we can tech up. Obviously you guys are thinking, why waste your points on that? Why not just not tech up? And I feel you, man, but we gotta get to Miltech 6 either way to become a horde. So there's the tech up. Maybe actually now we can fight some of these guys to actually conquer their tribal land, which is something that you do in these types of playthroughs. So what I'm gonna do is actually get 2 more of these guys here, give my ruler mill command, raise army maintenance, and we're gonna move, well, here and here as soon as we get 100 mil points. Okay, so I've migrated to over here. Obviously we can't add it to our tribal land, like I said, because it's already these guys' tribal land. So what I'm gonna do is fight these guys for tribal border feud right here, and then, you know, we can make their tribal land our tribal land. I think this is the CB, right? What do we have? 2 humiliate ones? I don't know, but yeah, this should be the CB. They're allied to Camilla Roy, which is here. Yeah, I can take them out before that. I gotta tech over them. War is done. Actually wasn't too bad. It just took a really long time. So there's the peace deal. These 2 provinces will become my tribal land, and I'm gonna take money from them as well. And there we go. That's that. We're done. Now that is our tribal land over here as well. So really, even though we have only 1 province, this is what our country looks like. Okay, now I think since we have some devastation here, I think I'm gonna go here, 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 and then kick these guys out, and then go back this way. Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. And it's finally time for our tier 2 government reform, the most important one. We're gonna go with oral tradition here for plus 25% monthly reform progress growth. Perfect, man. So now it's plus 0.75. We start out with we start off with 0.5. And this is how that whole adding to tribal land works. I've just moved over here once again for the cost of 50 mil points. Now we're going to add it to our tribal land for 150 admin points. This gets more expensive the more tribal land you have, I think. And now we actually do border Kaurna, which means they're in a federation. A pretty big one too. We can't beat these guys, man. Dude, someone spawned gold up here, which is gonna be really nice when we conquer this later on. Sweet, we're gonna have a gold mine too. Okay, I've moved to here now. Let's see the... actually, I need to move on. Yeah, let's migrate here, add that as tribal land as well. But now we have enough money to build the ceremonial fire pit. This gives us minus 50% advisor cost and even more monthly reform progress growth. So after this, money isn't what we need, but after this is done, you know, we can run some advisors. So money is no longer the focus. Now advisors are the focus. And yeah, pretty nice. Those are the two most important buildings that we need. And yeah, now the monthly reform progress growth is one every month. Gonna be a while, boys. 15, 10, something like that. There we go. Tier 3 government reform time. We want to go with the seasonal travel one for cheaper migration and more tribal depth growth. Settling down obviously will yeah, this is not one you want to do. Yeah, this is the one. Seasonal travel. Just chilling. Really nothing to report here. Got a new ruler though. 455. That's pretty good. And yeah. That's pretty much it. There we go. Tier 4 government reform time. These are the ones that matter the least out of all of them. So it really doesn't matter what we go with here. It's not like we got rebels, but then again, it's not like we got allies either. So it really doesn't matter. All right, 1503. That's the date for becoming a horde. But we'll get Miltech 6 after that, won't we? Yeah, most likely. Yeah, I'm thinking 15. 7. Apparently we have high income. Meanwhile, aside from Ming, there aren't really any Asian powers over here, or specifically Indian is what I was sort of hoping for, that one of those guys right there becomes powerful enough so we can fight them. So yeah, I guess it's gonna have to be like Ming or Castile, judging by what we're seeing right now. The great power we're gonna have to fight with allies and mercs only, no armies. Well, shoot, there's actually Miltech 6. Sweet. Now we just need to wait for this, which... I thought I should have gotten it by now. I guess, yeah, let's just wait a bit. Okay, it is time for our final government reform. So what I'm going to do first is migrate here because I want this to be my capital since it's grasslands and a center of trade, so we can have an institution there. And now we're going to go with the Great Plains call to us. And boom, just like that, we become a horde. We're no longer native, and a lot of these provinces become ours. Now, too bad these guys locked me away from moving this way. You know, in previous videos, I've managed to get like half of Australia by this point, but this isn't bad, man. This isn't bad at all. We got like, what was this? Like 3 and 3. We got like 9 provinces, so no big deal. All right, we've unified the Palawa, apparently unlocked a new cult. Now we can become, yeah, well, let's take martial society. Let's go ahead and take lip service, and over here I'm gonna take probably this. Let me see. Cavalry warfare, don't need that. The merc stuff, nah, irrelevant for our gameplay. And centralized power or retain tribal hierarchy. Let's centralize power. And I think I will reform into a monarchy later on, man. I think I won't stay a horde. I will stay a horde maybe until I conquer all of Australia though. But yeah, now we can actually go ahead and dev an institution, man. Let's go ahead and activate encourage development over here. We should have no estates. Wait, let me wait a bit. Now, obviously we have the tribes estate. I guess I'm gonna do stuff for them right now. So let's I don't know, what do we do? Larger tribal hosts, sure. And then, yeah, that's about enough, honestly. Let's sell and seize. We can do another mission. There we go. We've improved our capital. Now, let's see where we're at. Actually, right now we got big loans. So what I'm going to do is take out a bunch of loans so I can upgrade this to a tier 2 center of trade. There we go. Now it's even cheaper to develop right there. I'll bump it up once, expand infrastructure, and let's start pushing for feudalism. That's right. Up. Gotta love it. There it is. Actually, embracing it is not that bad at all. I'll just take out one loan. Boom. All right, but now to defeat these Federation guys, which are pretty huge, man, since they have that, what you call it, those force limit buildings, I do need to build up quite a bit. All right, I've built up quite a lot over here, and I think it is time to declare on whichever of these guys. It doesn't matter because they're all in a Federation. They're auto-co-belligerent, and even though they have so much more troops than me, they're all actually at Miltech 4, whereas I'm at Miltech 6. So even though we have less troops, we can absolutely crush them. So, it's time to say goodnight, boys. Got the Admin Tech 5 as well. I know I should have devved the Renaissance first, but I didn't want to, and I am gonna open up with expansion ideas, because this will enable us to colonize and maybe province hop to fight a great power over here, and I do sort of want to get, well, all of Australia if I can. After that, we are gonna take Diplo, and after that, we are gonna go Merc, or Merc Diplo. It really doesn't matter, but expansion first, definitely. Okay, they will accept giving me what I want. These are the only two provinces I can take, so do I just white piece these guys? It really doesn't matter too much, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Those two provinces are now mine. Now what I'm gonna do is actually dev the Renaissance here. If feudalism has spread, feudalism has spread, so I am gonna dev the Renaissance here. There we go. Nice. Hey, finally we can unlock our first colonist. Boom, there we go, and we can start colonizing a bunch of provinces over here. I am gonna go with native repression here. I think we're gonna do this one first. Yeah. Right, because I'm a horde, I can see Asia. I actually forgot to do that, so... Okay. Ming has blown up, so they're definitely not on the list. No, actually, they still are. Is there a chance of any of these guys becoming great power here? Oirat would be pretty close if they become one. Nah, man, this is like 300 dev. Yeah, if it's not one of the Indian guys, I guess it'll have to be like a colonizer. Regarding the defeat a great power thing. But yeah, I'm planning to get all my allies here, something like that. Just remember that I don't have a truce with these guys, and I do have a CB. These guys end up co-belligerented anyway, so I can take all of their provinces since I border all of them. Perfect, man. Yeah, and I'm just gonna separate piece full annex everyone that I border here. Hey, I actually just wiped out whoever was here since they didn't have anywhere to migrate to. Nice. And we're done with this war. We took 4 provinces right there. Very nice. It's kind of annoying that you have to fight these guys over and over and over and over again while having such massive truces with them because you full annex them, but I guess that's just the way it works. Now, it's time for a tier 6 government reform here again. Sure, I could stay as a horde, but we're really gonna take a big penalty from this horde unity thing and stuff like that. And yeah, it's not really suited to that rapid conquest gameplay, at least not with what we have going over here. So yeah, I am gonna reform into a monarchy, man. Let's go with, what do we go with right here? Feudal nobility or autocracy? Yeah, let's just go on autocracy, and then we can go strengthen noble privileges, obviously. And then we have a Diplorep one, I think, here. No, we don't, but yeah. There we go, modernization of Australia. Yeah, not bad. Right now I'm just getting a bunch of regular loans. Or wait, actually, no, I'm stupid. That's what I was doing when I was a horde. Now we have estates. Yes, this is another reason why we went with a monarchy, man. We definitely gotta use all of these things right here. There's commercial advisory, there's new world charters as well, indebted, massive loans, just like that, religious, clerical, native assimilation. This might be good, but I don't know if I'll do it. Yeah, religious diplomats, obviously, clerical education. Let's give the nobles this. You know what? I think I am going to give the clergy establish new world missions, man. Yeah, why not? This is where I'm colonizing now. Maybe I shouldn't have gone expansion. I mean, maybe I should have gone exploration because, yeah, that's why I'm spying on these guys. Hopefully I can steal maps of something down here. Now, I've come up with a new strategy here, boys. What I'm thinking is instead of us hopping over to maybe some of these regions right here and hopefully, some of these guys becomes a great power and we end up being able to fight them, I don't think that that's that likely. So my new strategy right here is to colonize all of Australia, but leave a couple of provinces, or 1 or 2 or 3 provinces over on this side, so we can bait a colonizer to come here and colonize them, like Spain or Portugal or someone like that, which obviously, you know, they would be here. There we go. Spain's the #1 great power. This is a native game, which means it's all rigged against me and they're purposely gonna come here super fast. So that's my game plan, man. Bait them into colonizing a province over here. In the meantime, I'm gonna build up in the rest of Australia, get 10 allies over here that are close to me. You know, curry favors with them, try and get max trust, try to get that Diplorep, and then once the colonizers come, I will try to defeat them without using, well, this wasn't specified, but I'm not going to use my armies, obviously, which was specified, but I'm also not going to use my navy, so it's only going to be with mercs and with allies, if they even come in. I do think I have to call in at least 1 ally, though, for it to be valid. It doesn't matter what the ally does, though. Now, I built a spy network of 50 on Bengal right here. I wonder if I can steal maps of anything from them. Eastern Indian Ocean, South China Sea. South China Sea, maybe? Let's see. Okay, yeah, I guess that's good-ish. I just discovered this by stealing maps from Bengal as well, so we could, you know, try and get our allies. I don't think any of these guys know about us though. Yeah, they don't know about us. I also need to start deving colonialism here. I'm gonna do it in Eora since it's 15 dev, but cheaper than this right here. So yeah, this is where we're gonna do it, man. I got a bunch of spare mill and dip points. Okay, now I'm gonna fight Eora and Kaurna, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and declare them. And we're done with this war. Tier 3 government reform time. I'm just gonna go expand a royal court to hurry it up. Maybe I can get to this one right here for the Diplo rep. We'll see if we can get there. It seems like the allies part of this challenge is going to be the biggest problem, man, because I'm way too far away for all of these guys, and none of them, I don't think, at least in 1537, can see this. See, they don't know about me. Unknown attitude is with all of them, and the distance between borders thing, too. So we might need to move our capital somewhere, but does that mean a colonial national form here? I think it does, right? Yeah. Let's do this, whatever this is. I don't know. Who are we fighting? Alrighty then. While we're in this, it's time for our second idea group, which is gonna be Diplo, right? I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna separate piece everyone I'm fighting here. I don't know if I'm gonna show it for everyone since it's just separate piecing. Dude, we're in this war, but I just noticed what an absolute buffoon I am. I never noticed we had this. Never. So one of these guys must have spawned it. I don't think I colonized this province specifically. I think I conquered it. Yeah, it's gold. There's another gold one right here, though, and another one up here, apparently. This is the one I noticed first, but these two are new ones that these guys have spawned. So 4 gold mines, baby. That's really nice, man. All of these provinces in Australia have a chance for gold to spawn in them. It's just not, you know, the chance, it isn't that high, you know, and you usually don't see them, but this is super lucky. This is very, very lucky, I'll admit that. Okay, so I can't separate piece these two guys because they're too far away, but I can separate piece Malgana right here, which might enable me to separate piece these guys. Yes, now we can. Perfect. There we go, just pieced another guy out, and there's 2 more guys right there. So the war with all 5 of the nations that I was doing is done, and now we can also become a kingdom. Very, very nice. Yeah, I wonder where I'm gonna leave those available provinces, man, because even if I don't do something, these guys are gonna move into them. So maybe I leave like Tiwi alive specifically, and they'll just move between these 3 provinces right here. So I don't mess with Tiwi. I wipe out these guys, all of these guys right here, and just colonize everything up to well, up to over here, this one province that I just got. Yeah, I think that's the game plan. Leave these 3 available. But yeah, now that I actually know that I have freaking gold mines, just 1 right now. Yeah, I guess I won't be getting this one from Tiwi or something like that, but yeah, or I actually do colonize this, and then when I knock these guys out of here, they'll have nowhere to go. So this province will still end up being available. Yeah, that might be the game plan here, boys. But what I was getting at is let's develop this first one right here that we have right now. Oh my god, can I actually establish relations with someone? There's a royal marriage with Malacca. Boys, our first ally, man. Let's get it. Only 9 more. Got the second colonist. That'll speed things up a bit. Now, we really don't have too many more provinces to colonize, man. I guess it's... Or wait, no. No. Let me recall this guy and actually abandon this colony, and I'll send him here, which means Tiwi will have nowhere to move. Perfect. And that's the gold mine too, by the way. Right. As always, just on time. All right, I finally caught them, Jesus. So yeah, this is gonna be the province that I'm gonna leave uncolonized. Finally, a wrap on expansion. Jesus, man. I think we still remain focused on admin, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna declare on these guys down here and also take these 2 provinces as well. These are the 2 other guys up top, and there's the final guy. Obviously, they all still exist, so I will have to fight these boys a couple of more times. Right now, oh, my truce with Eora is up. I won't fight them, though. I'll colonize this first, then I'll fight them, so they won't have anywhere to go. Meanwhile, I've acquired the second ally, which is Bali. We could probably get Majapahit. I'm checking the royal marriages first. Yeah, Majapahit, Banjar, Kuta. Yeah, I'm gonna go for all of those guys, man. Let's get rid of this and improve with the Majapahit. And who was Banjar? Yeah, Banjar. Right now, it's time for a tier 4 government reform. I wonder what this does for Al Charinga. Monthly war exhaustion and clergy loyalty. Don't need that. Diplomats. I guess the diplomats will be useful. All of those guys, we wanna, you know, curry favors with them later on so we can trade favors for trust. So yeah, maintain balance of power. Let's do another declaration on Malgana and Nyunga here. And this war with these two guys is done. There's a full annexation on them as well. Awesome, man. These two colonies are about to be done. Then we'll colonize this. And after that, these guys will have nowhere to go, right? These guys already settled down, so they're 2 provinces large. Perfect, man. If we fight these guys, yeah, we can take that too. Yulungu. Oh, easy, 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 easy. Doing some missions, slowly but surely. Ah, maybe I should have saved that. Shoot, I'm stupid. Frick. Yeah, I should have saved that. Oh, I'm an idiot, man. Whatever. We're up to 4 allies now. Malacca, Majapahit, Bali, and Kutai. I don't know if I'll be able to get Banjar. Actually, probably not. But is there anyone else we could get here? Lane Fang. I gotta try and not do the ally rival thing. So, yeah, Lanfang is definitely possible. Talented and ambitious daughter event, by the way. Nice. Game is starting to slow down quite a lot. I wonder if the religious league war is happening right now. Let's try and check. Yeah, it is. Dude, that's so funny how you can always tell, man. Yeah, it's the World of Protestant League. I wonder who's in it. Can't really tell, but yeah, I noticed the game slowed down quite a lot. Oh my god, look at how slow the game runs. Look at this. I'm getting 7 FPS. Look, Jesus, man. Yeah. Hurry up and end it. I feel like after we're done colonizing this, if we get something like over here or something like that, maybe that could get rid of the distance between borders and unknown attitude. We'll see though. Also, I'll fight Eora now. Now, next idea group time. I'm really wondering if, even though we're gonna do the whole defeat a great power with mercs thing, if my plan works out, of course, do we actually need merc ideas? I feel like, sure, they would be very useful if we get like 50 stacks or something like that, but I'm also thinking going influence, man, for the, once again, for the dip rep. Now we're at, let's say, if we're max legitimacy, we're at 7 right now, actually. Huh. That's with an advisor and with this thing still active. Right? So technically we're at 6. If we get that government reform, we're at 7, which is this one right here. If we get that, I don't think we'll get it. I think we gotta get influence here, man. We're still way behind on tech, 10, 9, 11, where we should technically be 13, 13, 13. So if we get up to tech, we will get this one. I think influence and then merc if we get there. So we're working on 2 diplo idea groups, man. That's kind of At least we'll have more gold mines developed soon. Dope, we're done with Eora. Oh, good-ish news. There's Spain boats, the 6th fleet or whatever. So they gotta be pretty... Ah, yeah, there we go. This is what they've colonized for sure. Yeah, this is Pagar Young probably, but this is an uncolonized province at the start, so this has gotta be Spain, which is great for us. They're close. They are a great power, the number 1 great power. All we gotta hope for is that they colonize this. All right, since everything in Australia is colonized except for that 1 province, let's go ahead and wipe these guys out because, well, they have nowhere to go. All right, we're done with these 3 guys. There we go. Just Larakia left right here with their 2 provinces. And actually, let me go ahead and declare on them. I'm asking my boys to share maps of this, and that is Spain. Yep, it is Spain. Okay, we're done with these guys. Pretty soon I'll declare on Tiwi as well, and we'll wipe them out, and we'll have everything over in Australia. Now, actually, man, even if Spain doesn't colonize this, I could get this right here, right? And then I could spy for this, declare for this, and probably just stand on it. Really, the way I wanted this to happen is, you know, declare for something here. And by the way, a win versus a great power is, you know, taking at least 1% war score from them. So I was hoping to just stand on it until they give me a ducat or the province. That might be a little tougher for this since it's an island. Got 2 new missions here, just unlocking some cults, I guess. And no, I'm gonna stay Alcharing. Hey, colonizing this actually did make people want to ally me, man. Perfect. There we go. There's I'm gonna ally everyone that I can here. Ally Tiwi by mistake. But that does put me at 10 allies, man. Okay, so what were the goals? Get 10 allies. That's 1 goal accomplished, I guess. Obviously, we're gonna count them all as valid at the end of the game. Then get 100 trust with all of them. 8 Diplo rep. Beat up a great power. What was it? It was 5 goals. Right. Get 10 allies. Get them to 100 trust. 8 Diplo rep. Accept all call to arms, which I haven't had any so far, by the way. And defeat a great power using only allies and mercs. So I guess we start working on the 100 trust with all of them. Do I keep Kiwi? Or Tiwi, sorry? I guess it really doesn't matter. We can just walk through them if they're our ally. Someone is threatening to break their alliance with me. Tiwi. All right, then. Guess I'm not keeping them. That was stupid. Just created a truce for me. Yeah, let's look for another ally, man. Bootwan. Who was Bootwan? Yeah, just traded a bunch of favors for trust with Malacca. Now with them, I'm up to 75. So it's gonna take a while, boys. But yeah, working on allying Bootwan now. They'll be the 10th ally. Obviously, you know, if one of them calls me into a war versus another ally, I will have to accept. But then I'll I'll just try to really them or whatnot. 2 gold mines at 10 right now. Let's work on this one. There we go. The first nation I've gotten 100 trust with, Bali. So that's 1 down, and obviously trust will stay high unless I like decline their call to arms, which I won't do. So no need to even check this again. Obviously I will do at the end just to show you guys, but that's 1 out of 10 done. Working on getting Malacca and Majapahit up to 100 right now as well. Both are at 85. Then we'll do the rest, obviously. 100 trust with Majapahit as well. So that's Bali and Majapahit done. Still working on Malacca as well as Bone right now. Let's not do it with Majapahit anymore, and instead let's do it with Kutai. Oh, we already have so much with Kutai. We have been allied for quite a while. There we go. We need 100 favors, by the way, to trade it for 50 trust immediately. So yeah, there we go. Just 2 more trades. In the meantime, though, my truce with Tiwi is up. So let's take care of them. Yeah, done with Tiwi. And we're done with Kutai as well as Malacca. So that's 4 nations done, right? Bali. Wait, Blamagan, I'm not allied to them. Bali, Malacca, Majapahit, and Kutai. Perfect. Working on Bone right now. This is just, I'm just talking to myself here, boys, to remind myself. Working on Bone. Let's work on, or Bone, I don't know how it said. Let's work on Butuan, and then, Lan Pang as well. And then I guess we have, Delhi, Pahang, and Kedah. So 4 down, working on 3, and then 3 more. All right, excellent. Tier 5 governor form time. Do we go with naval stuff here, man, to try and at least somehow stop? It's useless. It's useless doing anything naval related. It's completely useless. Shoot, man. Might as well go for this, the defensive stance. I doubt we're gonna get to this one for the Diplo rep. Actually, we might. Oh, shoot, dude, a policy. Expansion Diplo gives this policy. Awesome. There's 1 more Diplo rep. Right now, I'm at 7, technically, but is one of them still from that mission, I wonder? So if we're at 7 right now, I could just get that Diplo rep advisor later, but yeah, I don't know what one Diplo rep modifier is from. Let me check and see here. Influential diplomats. It does expire in 6 years. Yeah, so we're still at 6, technically. Or no, yeah, 6. Well, technically we're at 562. We do need that from influence, man. It's a good shout that I went with this. By the way, my naval force limit is absolutely huge here, man. Might as well build up 1,000,000 galleys or something. Still no calls to arms, boys, by the way. Obviously, I am gonna show that if it happens, but none of my 10 allies have so far called me into a war. And the only reason I'm not married to Lan Fang is because they're not a monarch. Let's build a flagship here too. I'm gonna make it a galley, in fact. Let's do mass load cannons. Let's do fleet morale, and let's do, what else do we want to do? Fleet engagement with. Yeah, man, and the game plan right here is simple. As soon as I curry, what you call it? As soon as I get to 100 trust with all of these guys, I'm working on the remaining 6 right now. Then I'm gonna declare on Spain for this right here. I know everyone is gonna come in, but my game plan is to just siege this down and just sit on it. Hopefully they won't come here to unsiege it. Hopefully they will come here and I can beat them up with 50 merc army. No, an ally disappeared. Delhi got eaten somehow. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but dude, they don't exist no more. I have to find another ally. Let's do Sunda. Yeah, let's do Sunda. Or actually, no, they're too big. I need to find a nation that's so small that I can curry lots of favors with them. Let's do Palembang. Kutai is up to 100 now as well. Although I think they already were. Yeah, they already were. I'm stupid. Pahang is done as well. So is Butuan. Excellent. Yeah, we're done with Kedah too. Let's check Bone. We're done with Bone as well. So it's just Lan Fang and Palembang left. Yeah, and that's Lan Fang done too. So let's check every ally right now. So there's Bali at 100. Perfect. There's Malacca at 100. There's Majapahit. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Where are the rest of the guys? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, just Palembang left. They're at 60. Perfect. I'm also spying on Spain right now and improving relations with allies. Pretty soon we'll be declaring, and I think with that, our challenge will be a success. No one's called me to war, by the way. That hasn't happened yet. There's the idea from influence for +2 Diplo rep, and officially we've accomplished one of our goals to have more than 8 Diplo rep. All of these modifiers right here are permanent. None of them are about to expire. So 1 out of 5 goals accomplished. 2, technically, if you you know, count the ally ones, but we'll see that in the end of the game in case one of them dies or something like that. So yeah, 2 out of 5 done. 2 out of 5 done. 3 out of 5 too, if you think about it, since no one's called me to arms. Okay, additionally, I also have a claim on Spain. Finally, I'm just waiting for these boats to finish building, and maybe we can upgrade these as well. Oh, none of them can be upgraded. Okay, so once the boats are done, I'll be declaring on Spain too. You know what? I am gonna pick up Merc ideas, man. Okay, but now that all of that is done, let me actually do something here. Let me just pay off this final burger loan, then we can go ahead and take new burger loans. What I'm gonna do is actually delete my army, so you guys know that I'm not playing with armies, since the goal is to defeat a great power without armies, just with the help of mercs and allies. Now what I'm gonna do is get the independent and grand companies up right here, and I'm gonna get the Kutai company up there. Let's wait for them to recruit. And actually there is Spain. They did come after all, man. They're still colonizing it, so do we wait for them to colonize it is the thing. 100 a year. If they get an event or two, we'll still have to wait like 8 years probably. So this would be a way easier province to hold rather than this one, but I think it's just too much waiting. Honestly, boys, I think we're ready to go here, man. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, let's go ahead and declare on Spain. There's our war versus the great power, number 2 on the great powers list, by the way, that we're gonna do, which we're gonna attempt to win using no armies. Obviously, we don't have armies, just with the help of our allies and with the help of mercs, which we have recruited. I'm most scared of the boats right here, but we'll see what happens. And well, here goes nothing. The goal in this war is to take at least 1% worth of war score of things, so I don't even have to take their provinces or nothing like that. 1 ducat, or the minimum amount, will be enough to count as a win. So let's get it. Honestly, I think with the allies as boats, we may stand a chance here. We can see the HRE now, and it's absolutely the weirdest thing in the world, man. The Protestants won. Brandenburg's the emperor. Saxony is an elector along with Brandenburg, the original ones, but then it's Coburg, which doesn't even exist. East Frisia, which isn't even in the HRE at the start of the game. Friesland, Lüneburg, and Saxe-Lauenburg. I'd love to know what went on here, man. I'd love to know. And yeah, by the way, to win this war versus Spain, this would be enough. This is a win. That's 1% worth of war score, you know. You know, this war is the best thing to ever happen to Malacca because, actually, I'm not gonna call in these guys. I'll use up the favors because this area that they conquered was sieged down by nobles since the start of the game. I'm sure you guys noticed that, or if you go back in the video, you'll notice it. But now my allies have unsieged them, and it's only at 100 devastation every single province. Good job on that, Malacca. All right, hold up. No, I knew these guys colonized sometimes, but yeah, you don't ever really see it, do you? Yeah, really, we just gotta stand on business here and get taking war score. By the way, Spain hasn't come a single time here. Oh, they started colonizing this. Are you stupid? Are you actually stupid? There's the final trade favors for trust with Palembang, and I officially have 100 trust with them as well. We'll do another check as soon as this war is done, but you guys have already seen it. Commonwealth's on low. They're fighting Russia as well. We can white peace them, or they were just fighting Russia, but yeah, we can white peace them. Dude, this is the easiest war of my life. Wrapped up influence. Just got an event for -1 diplo rep. Are you kidding me? Luckily, we're still at 8 because we were at 9. Damn, that would have freaking sucked, dog, if we were exactly at 8, man. Well, there we are. We're at max ticking. They're still not even willing to white peace. We really just gotta wait here. And they've just turned to medium, which means they'll accept, boys. I'm not even gonna take this up here, man. I'm actually gonna take this right here. And with that, oh, I can take that too. Why not? Oh, I can give this to Malacca as well. How about I give, I can't transfer occupation of this, can I? Yeah, let's kick them out of here, bro. Let's kick them out of here. And that's a war versus a great power. 1. Alrighty. Apparently we can convert to Christianity, which we won't do because I still need that diplo rep. And there you go. We've driven out the Europeans. I actually love that. But now that the goal of defeating a great power is a success, let's say that's goal number 1 done. Goal number 2, having 8 diplo rep, done. Goal number 3, having 10 allies, done. Goal number 4, let's check if we have 100 trust with all of them. So there's Bali, that's 1. There's Malacca, that's 2. There's Majapahit, that's 3. There's Bone, that's 4. There's Kutai, that's 5. There's Butuan, that's 6. There's Lanfang, that's 7. There's Palembang, that's 8. There's Pahang, that's 9. And there is Kedah, that's 10. So that's the 4th goal accomplished of having all of our allies at 100 trust. And then the 5th goal, which didn't really even happen, so maybe I didn't succeed in it, but I also didn't fail it, is to never decline a call to arms. I never actually got a call to arms, so I couldn't have declined it. So that goal is a success as well. Oh, this took a really long time. You guys have to stop leaving comments like that. Or at least if you see one like that, don't like it. Don't make me do it. I didn't suffer that much, but it still took a really long time. Well, I think no matter what we did as an Australian nation would have taken us this long. But I think it's time to wrap it up here, boys. Yeah. But yeah, there you go, man. Start off as Palawa in this one. I can't talk like this. But yeah, there you go, man. Start off as Palawa in this one province down here. And you guys know the 5 goals for this campaign, which we just accomplished. It was pretty straightforward native gameplay up until, you know, we were formed into a horde up until the early 1500s. Between 1500 and 1510 is when it usually happens. After that, consolidated this region, started conquering and expanding into our neighbors around us, opened up with expansion so we could colonize all of these uncolonized provinces right here. And, you know, then the goal shifted to waiting a great power to actually come colonize this. They did eventually end up arriving here, but you know, this was the province we declared on since we, yeah, they arrived later than I thought they would. Got Diplo and Influence to get up to 8 Diplo rep, which was one of our goals, obviously. Then got Merc ideas, which were completely useless. And we did end up winning the war versus a great power, which was, yeah, the exact name of the goal is win a war versus a great power with no armies, only allies and mercs, which I, you know, did end up doing. So, yeah, got rid of the army, man, got 4 merc stacks up, losing money, but it really doesn't matter because who cares about this at this point in the game. Got 4 gold mines, 3 of which we developed up to 10. This one I didn't do because there was really no need. I was working on 2 Diplo idea groups, one right after the other, so we were sort of short on Diplo points. But yeah, man, aside from this wacky and zany and kooky goal, it was a pretty straightforward campaign. Built up a bunch of buildings, as we can see, marketplaces in the relevant provinces, production buildings in the relevant provinces, a couple of courthouses here and there, a couple of churches, a couple of army buildings. And yeah, man, these nations are fun to play, man. It's just the waiting. It's what gets you. Who wants to spend the first 50 or 60 years of the game, which is the most fun time of the game, just sitting around doing nothing? So if you could play regularly with these guys or any of the North or South American natives, I'm sure they get a lot more love. But yeah, man, that was our goal for today. Like I said, boys, you guys are on a roll with these challenges that you're giving me with the most like comments and stuff like that. So hopefully there won't be one like that for next time. I don't even know who we're playing next time. I checked that out during the editing. I just point like this. But yeah, I have no idea who's next. Could be Portugal maybe, but we're still in PA, so I doubt it. I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. I think this video is long enough. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm happy to say that this campaign as Palawa in A to Z has been a success, and that has been Palawa in A to Z. Let me know in the comments below what I should do as this nation next week. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to leave a like. It really helps out a lot. And if you like the content and want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of them, and you can become a member today and join the Discord. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with another EU4 video.